Overwhelm, planning, motivation. Which of these three things are keeping you from staying consistent in your God-centered business? In this video, what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk about these three things, these three reasons that you may not be staying consistent in your business and give you a solution for each one. We'll talk about overwhelm and how it keeps you trapped. We'll talk about the dangers of not planning and how it makes you just busy, not productive. And we'll talk about motivation, how it erodes when you are not working in your design. We'll go over each of these things, each of these reasons, and then I'm going to give you a practical solution that you can actually start today that will change the way you work so that you can stay consistent in your God-centered business. Join me. Consistency is key when it comes to having a business. If you have found yourself in the start, stop kind of mode in your business, then you know it is just not working. During the last 12 years or so of my entrepreneurial adventure, I've tried many ways to stay consistent and grow my business. And what I've come to realize and to actually teach is that if you take these three actions, you will stay consistent in your business. Hey there, my entrepreneurial spirited wise woman. This is DeneenTB, and I'm excited to bring you this topic today because these are actual actions that I not only do in my own business for success, but I've helped my clients to incorporate into their businesses for their success as well. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's go through these three things. Let's first talk about overwhelm. Do you find yourself with a lot of thoughts, ideas, task lists, and all these other things inside of your head every single day? Is it like they're all kind of swirling around in there, just like taking up space? And they kind of feel like you're trapped in all of this, right? Well, your brain needs you to release all of these thoughts. And I've said this before, the brain is the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer of your body. And so it's always looking for ways to conserve energy, save energy, right? So all those thoughts, all those ideas, all those responsibilities are really making you expend that precious, precious energy that you could put to better use in another activity. And if you're like me, you just can't keep all that stuff in your head, in your brain anymore, and remember what you're actually supposed to be doing. Maybe you're there too. That is why I call this the beauty of the brain dump. I do this at least once a quarter for my overall brain health, and I always do it before I start a project. So how does the brain dump work? Well, first of all, get yourself a pack of sticky notes. That's the first thing. Okay? Can be these small ones, can be big ones. Second, write out one idea, one thought, one task on each sticky note, just one. Third, place them somewhere in front of you. It could be on a wall, it could be on your whiteboard, wherever you have your place set up. And then fourth, organize the projects, the tasks, the thoughts by moving those sticky notes around and adding details where necessary. Now, I have a video and I'll put it up here so that you can see more details about how to actually do this. And really, if you're really stuck, this is probably a good video for you. When you get everything out of your head and in front of your eyes, your brain can then let go of those things that you were actually trying to remember to keep all that straight in your head. And actually now it is more open to be creative, to get unstuck. I love that. Philippians 4:6-7 says this: don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. This exercise, the brain dump, when done in conjunction with prayer, is a definite peacemaker for that internal self that you have. Okay, so now let's talk about planning. Let me ask, do you feel like you are very busy in your business and at the same time you feel like you're not being as productive as maybe you should be? You know that you have all these things to do. You know what you should be doing or you need to be doing in your business, but you're not sure if you've actually done everything that you needed to do on any given day. This comes from a lack of planning. There is real danger here that you will do the parts of your business that you really love and you'll neglect the others, or that you'll be go, 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 go on so many things and then you'll run out of steam and you'll shut down for a while. That is not consistency. Am I right? The answer here is to have a routine. Now, before you cringe and say, I hate routines, they make my life so boring, I want to tell you a secret. When you have a routine that works for you based on God's design of you, it is the most freeing thing that can happen to you. Because a routine is something that you have to plan out. And I always encourage you to do it in writing. It frees you from trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do next in my business or in my life for that fact, right? Does every day need to look exactly the same? No, but it needs to be consistent and you have to stick to the routine. So I think that a routine does have some elements that can help you get started. They have some key elements that I'd like to talk a little bit about. First of all, you should probably have set times when you wake up and when you go to bed. You should have a time for personal Bible study and prayer with God. You should also figure out those household responsibilities you have, like cleaning and cooking and chauffeuring and whatever else that goes on in your life. You also need to have exercise and self-care inside of your routine. And of course, those time blocks for working in and on your business. So inside a routine, what happens is you start to create habits that further help you stay consistent. And of course, because you're doing it, you're avoiding the procrastination from all the other distractions because you know what you're supposed to do. You cannot stay consistent unless you create a routine for yourself each day that really works with your own rhythms, with your family, with your lifestyle. You cannot stay consistent if you copy someone else's pattern also. You must make your rhythms, your pattern, your own. I think this is one of the most important things my own clients have learned from being a part of Calling Clarity. I have numerous testimonies of women who thought they would never have a routine, to then create one that is making them productive, to then get off track and realize that it was the routine that was keeping their business moving forward in a successful way. I'd love to chat with you about any of these three reasons, these three things you feel are really helping you to not stay consistent in your business and to really see if Calling Clarity is right for you. I'll put that link down in the description so that you can make an appointment and we can chat and find out. I love what Colossians 3:23, I think it says it best. It says, work willingly at whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. No one actually sees your routine except God, of course. He's the one that you're trying to please as you do your work in your business, the business that he has given you. Do your best by planning well. Make it easier for you by having a routine. Let's next talk about motivation. Have you found yourself wishing that you could find a way to stay motivated to work in your business each day? Do you get tired of following a plan that drains you? Here's the problem. You are working your business based on someone else's blueprint. That's what I'm imagining. You may have had a coach, you've downloaded a program, you've used all the information from what I say YouTube University, and you followed a strategy that really wasn't you. Just like I said before about creating a routine that works best for you, you also have to have a business plan that works for you as well. When you imitate others' methods, without really evaluating if it's good for you, you end up, well, not wanting to work in your business anymore. Your business plan, the way you do business, it should energize you. You should be getting up out of bed every day thinking, yeah, I get to do this. God's given you that pull on your heart to do something, to do a business for him that only your set of skills and talents and giftings and experience can accomplish. When you work in your design, you stay consistent because it aligns with who God has created you to be. Now, right now, I want you to think about these 3 questions. Now, go ahead and get your paper and pencil. You can write them down and you can do it as homework. Okay. 1, think through, what am I good at doing? 2, what do I enjoy doing? 3, what problem do I want to solve for others? Take some time to brainstorm out all of the things that you can think of to answer each of these questions. Don't filter yourself as much as you can think. If you'd like a guide, I will put a link down in the description to my How to Get Clarity worksheet. That can help as well. From these 3 lists, you'll be able to see some of the things that overlap. Those points of overlap plus those things that make you uniquely you are the very building blocks of the way you should do business. It's also the basis for your UVP, your unique value proposition, that thing that makes you and your business really stand out from your competition. God has made it very clear how we are to work. I love these 2 verses, Galatians 6, 4 and 5, and they say, pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else, for we are each responsible for our own conduct. When you work in your genius zone, so to speak, you stay motivated to be consistent in your business. Overwhelm, planning, motivation. When you have a method to beat overwhelm, create a written plan for your daily routine and tap into God's design of you so you stay motivated, you will be consistent in your God-centered business. Let me know down in the comments which activity that you are going to take action on first. Make sure also to like this video, share it as well, especially if you found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe. This is DeneenTB. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, be filled to overflowing.